And if that's not shameful, I don't know what's shameful to this government. If that's not shameful to our governors, if that's not shameful to our MCAs, if that is not shameful to each and every person in the government, I don't know what's shameful to them. Honestly, I don't know what's shameful to them. Yo.
Sana Mungu awabariki. Wamekuja sasa, unajua leo ni Mother's Day. Sasa wamekuja kusurprise watu huku. So wamekuja kuclear bill za travel.
Sisi wametusaidia kulipa bill.
When she was 13, she was walking to school early in the morning in Migori County. Encountered a man who pushed her to the bushes, took away her innocence, and unfortunately, she got pregnant. She is an orphan.
Hey guys, good evening. As I'm doing this video, is at night. It's a few minutes to 9 p.m. And as I'm doing this video today is on date 11 May 2025. And you all know that today it was International Mother's Day. And guys, I don't know, but I just feel like today being International Mother's Day, some part of me was just so ignorant, thinking that just because it's International Mother's Day, like each and every mothers out there, they were just celebrating. I don't know. You know how we normally feel as Christians that because it's on Christmas and then we just assume that each and every Christians out there, they're just celebrating. That's the same thing I was thinking. I don't know. I think I was just so ignorant about that. I've just come across a very disturbing video. I don't know if it's a disturbing video, but a very emotional video by Teres Creative and Mamito, that they were in Mama Lucy Hospital. And honestly, guys, for me, I just feel like it just crushed me. Like, it honestly crushed me because I don't know. For me, I think I was just clouded to the fact that because it's just International Mother's Day, like each and every mothers out there, they're being celebrated. I never just sat down and think of those women who they just don't have support system, and those women that they have kids and they even can't afford to put they can't just afford to cater for their needs. Yeah. I had such a very beautiful day, being on Sunday, and after coming from service, came home, and you know that part of being celebrated. You're a mother, happy Mother's Day, and you're being bought like chocolate and all the things that you're not supposed to be taking. And later, just coming across that video, honestly, it crushed my spirit because I don't know. I think I never just sat down and thought of those women who they just don't have a support system. Like, are they being celebrated? What was their what like? How was their day? Like, guys, if you have not watched that video, kindly you can just go to Teres Creative. I don't know if he has uploaded it in his YouTube channel, but I have just watched it in his Facebook account. Apparently, Teres Creative together with Mamito, they were in Mama Lucy Hospital, whereby there were a number of teenage women. I don't know if all of them, they were just teenage women, but a couple of them who they just interrogated. I don't know if it's called interrogation or just questioning them. There were a number of teenage women, and honestly, after listening to the short interviews, I just cried. Like, it just crushed my heart, guys. You know, initially, our mothers who are giving birth, I don't know, maybe I stand to be corrected, but initially when our women, they were giving birth, like initially before this government, I don't know. Maybe you can just comment in the comment section and let me know if whatever I'm saying is true, because I never gave birth in a public hospital, so I don't know if whatever I'm saying is true. But there was this thing called Linda Mama, and that thing that was called Linda Mama, from whatever I heard from my friend, is that the Linda Mama was catering for a mother when she immediately when she get pregnant. So it was paying like for her expenses, the entire or like the entire of her antenatal visits, and when she gives birth, I don't know, maybe you can just comment in the comment section and let me know. And when she give birth, so it used to cater for all those expenses. I don't know, guys, but I stand to be corrected. But I just from my friend's experience, whatever she told me, which I even don't know, I cannot say like that's exactly whatever happened to her. But she just told me that the Linda Mama thing just catered for her bills, and her NHIF catered for her, what is it, for her cesarean, because she went through cesarean birth. That was back then, before the new government that is in the, I don't know. I don't want to put it on government, but I just want to mention that that was then when NHIF and Linda Mama was working in Kenya. Guys, I don't know if the SHA, the social health the social health authority, like the SHA thing, yeah, the SHA and the SHIF. Hmm? I don't know if the SHA and the SHIF are still doing the same thing as whatever the NHIF and Linda Mama used to do. I honestly don't know that. But apparently, Mamito and Creative, they were in Mama Lucy Hospital, and they were just a couple of women who were just held there because um, they had some pending bills after giving birth. And so they were just held there in the hospital. They were just putting them there until when the bills are cleared. And guys, that reminded me of something. Sometime back, I think it's last month, sometime back, the same thing happened in Dhika level. Is it level 5 or money level 4? The same thing happened in Dhika level 5 sometime back, I think last month. There were just couple of women who are just held in the hospital because of pending bills. Like new moms, they were just held in the hospital because of pending bills. Guys, last time when we had the same saga in Mama Lucy Hospital, we all saw whatever was happening in that hospital. There were just so many women who had gone to give birth, and some of them, they were even sleeping down because apparently the hospital was just so filled up. And I'm just imagining the same case is still happening. There are just so many women who are going there to give birth, and apparently those women who go there to give birth and they don't have money to cater for their bills, they are being held there. I don't want to blame it on the hospital. Honestly, I don't want to blame it on the hospital because the bills, like the hospital bills, should be catered for. Guys, it's so saddening that our mothers, some of them, they are just still held up in the hospitals. And that was just a sample. It was still only in Mama Lucy. I just want to believe like almost in every public hospital, they're just women there who are just held there because they cannot pay bills. They cannot clear bills because after giving birth. And if that's not shameful, I don't know what's shameful to this government. Honestly, I don't know what's shameful to them. Yo, yo. You know, um, Guys, as I told you, if you have not watched that video, kindly go to Creative and Mamito page on Facebook. I don't know if they have uploaded the same in the YouTube. Maybe you can just watch it from there. They were apparently they just went in Malusi Hospital and they rescued. Let me just call it rescue because according to the stories those women they were giving, they had given up on trying even to raise money to pay the hospital bill. So they were just seated there waiting for a miracle maybe to happen because they had no even plans of paying those bills. And I just wondered, honestly. I don't want to ask where the humanity went, but I don't know. I stand to be corrected, but if the social health insurance fund cannot cater for that, like for the basic thing like that, I don't know. I just wonder, like, ni ya nini, like kama iwezi saidia something of sort, like something of such a basic thing, because initially, like those people who are paying NHIF, okay, I feel like I'm getting mad already. Initially, those people who are paying NHIF, they were very few. Okay, they were not like very few, but the pool of people who are paying the NHIF initially, it can't be compared to whatever the number of people who are paying the social health insurance fund right now, and the amount of money that's being raised now with the new system of social health authority, the amount of funds that are raised right now, they are way more to compare to whatever was being raised back then with the NHIF. And I just wonder if back then when the NHIF could just correct just like few amount, it had enough, like it could be, it was affording to cater for Linda Mama, it was affording to cater for women who are going to give birth, it was affording to cater for women, even for those who go through the cesarean. If back then it was affording to do that, what's happening right now? What's happening right now, honestly? As I said before I started this video, I stand to be corrected because I don't know. I don't know. But I just have a lot of questions. If back then she used to cater for all that, why now is not doing that? Like where is the disconnect? Where is the disconnect? Initially we were just promised that with the new system, the new social health insurance fund, like it will cater for each and every person. Like, it will just get a lot of people who are going to pay for the, like, to a big pool of people who are going to contribute into it. And each and every person, even that person who cannot be able to afford to raise money to pay for the insurance, for the health insurance, they will still be catered for. But some part of me feels like it's doing the exact different. Like, that's not what is happening. Honestly, that's not what is happening. And if that's what is happening, why do we have such kind of women who are being locked inside the hospitals just because they cannot be able to raise funds to pay for their bills after getting birth? Like, what's happening to them? What's happening? Like, why do we have such cases? Actually, why do we have such cases if, after all, social health insurance fund was something better compared to NHIF? Why do we have such cases? Honestly, that story was so saddening. Honestly, that story was so saddening. Me watching some women crying because they were just told that, you know what, we have decided to clear your hospital bill and now you are just a free woman. You can just go home to the rest of your family. It was so saddening, honestly. It's crushed my heart. And I just wondered, how are those women even surviving in the hospitals? Because I want to believe if they cannot afford to pay for the hospital bill, I don't know how much was it. But basically some of them, they were not even getting like visitors in the hospital. So those diapers, those I don't know, all those basics that baby needs, the baby needs together with the mother, they were not getting them. Like they were just locked inside the hospital to continue suffering for something that our government can afford. Not even our government, for something that the public funds that have been raised through social health insurance fund can afford to pay. I want to believe that it can afford to pay. And my pain is, why do they even allow such a thing to happen? I thought social health insurance fund was an upgrade of NHIF. Was it a downgrade? Maybe I stated that I stand to be corrected. If it's a downgrade, let it be publicly known that it's a downgrade, so that we can know if we have to go back to our initial system, or rather to know what just need to be done to adjust to whatever we have right now, because we cannot be pulling a lot of money compared to whatever we had before and still not afford to cater for basics that we used to cater before. That does not make any sense. And I will say this with a capital letter. That does not make any sense to any human being, to any person who does not make any sense. Me listening to stories like, I am a teenager, I was raped, and oh my goodness, I think, guys, I don't know. I feel like just my mind is just so rushing. As I was just being celebrated because, oh, it's a happy Mother's Day, and I was just like told, happy Mother's Day, oh, sika chocolate, oh, happy Mother's Day, shika hii sijui ni keki ama ni nini. Some part of me was happy because I am a mother, but I don't know what's the case with those people who they became mothers from rape cases. I don't know. For me, I feel like I'm just so proud mother because I have one beautiful daughter. And despite of whatever happened between me and the entire everything, I still feel so proud because I have a baby. Um, because my baby came out of pure love. I just wonder what happened, what goes through the mind of those mothers when they see their kids. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I started thinking of that, but after listening to that beautiful baby girl saying that, I don't know, she was about, I think, 14 years, and she was saying that she's an orphan, for crying out loud. Oh my goodness. She was an orphan, and she was just, okay, she is an orphan. And she was saying that she don't know the father of the kid because she was raped. She lives with the grandma and she was raped, and they even never took that case to the court because, come on, like, she don't even have someone to fight for her because she's an orphan and she lives with the grandma, and the only people who she could tell is the uncles, and the uncles decided that let's just sit on this and let's just let this story just, let's not escalate this. And she ended up being pregnant, and now she's locked in the hospitals because though the same family members, I don't know, I don't want to talk something bad about them, but there is no one who can afford to pay for her hospital bills. It was International Women's Day, and still, why am I saying International Women's Day? It was International Happy Mother's Day. But is it happy to some mothers? Is it an international happy Mother's Day to some mothers? Or is just International Mother's Day to some mothers, but there is nothing happy about this day? Because for them, when they hear that they're being referred as a mother, they remember of the situation that made them a mother. It was through rape case. It was through something that they will never even want somebody to remind them. And each and every time they see their kids that made them to be mothers, it reminds them of the pain and the agony that they went through. What goes through the mind of those mothers? You see, being in a broken relationship and having even 10 kids is something different compared to having even a single kid that you got through rape case. It's very different. For me, in 1,000 times, I would rather have 5 kids that the baby daddies are not supporting, other than just having a single kid that I got through rape case. I don't know. I don't know if I don't want to say like the entire men, but I just don't know if men normally. I don't know. I don't want to say whatever I wanted to say because definitely it's going to sound rude. And guys, maybe you can just go and watch the video from Terrace Creative or maybe from Amito. They were doing that, the initiative, they were calling it a Shell Club, like Shell petrol station. They were calling it Shell Club, and it was an organization. Okay, I don't know if it's an organization or just an initiative that they were just doing, going around and helping mothers, like giving them as a token to remember. Like they were just celebrating mothers today in a special way by just going to the hospital and helping those women who are not able to clear their hospital bills. And 1,000 times, I would just say, like, whoever came with that initiative, may God bless them so much, because apart from them doing whatever they did, and apart from them changing the lives of those few mothers that they changed, they kind of open up our eyes to understand the fact that we just have a fucked up system called national like social health insurance fund. We just have a very fucked up system that it's an upgrade. That's what you are being told, but apparently it's a downgrade because it cannot even do the basic thing that the initial NHIF was doing. We all know that our government and all the project they are, we're not supposed to be talking about them because who knows? Whenever we just keep on pointing fingers, that fingers can end up being cut, so that the following day you not have something to point out. You not have a finger to point out something. So, guys, I don't know if I should just say Happy International Women's Mother's Day to each and every mother outside there, being on, because it is an international Mother's Day. I don't want to say that because apparently I definitely have understood the fact that there are just a couple of many women outside there who there is nothing happy to celebrate about this day. There is nothing happy to celebrate about this day. The only thing maybe they can just celebrate is because they are mothers. And apparently, guys, like um from the stories that I have just heard from Terrace Creative, like the interviews, there was this lady who she's also a teenager. I don't know. I think she's also a teenager, and she's still in Mama Lucy. Okay, she was, because her bills were cleared, and she went there to go to give birth, and she ended up losing her child. She ended up losing her child, but still, like they still continue to keep her there because she has not cleared her bills. Okay, I, I don't know. I don't. As I said initially, I don't want to put it on the hospital, but I feel like that's just so absurd. Like I feel like that's just so absurd. You don't know like the torture that girl was going. I don't know if some mother or maybe you don't know the torture that woman was going through. Like you are holding up her in the hospital just because she has not cleared the hospital bills, but the basic thing that she went there to get, like it's no longer there. Like the kid is already dead. The kid is already dead, for crying out loud. The kid is already dead. Like we've I feel so much anger inside of me, honestly, and I don't know. I don't want to ruin my day because I had such a beautiful, very like I had such a very beautiful day, and I don't want to end it in a very bad mood, but watching that just crushed my heart, and I just wish and pray that the government can just open up like its eyes, like wafungue tu macho, and then they just see them, what the common mwananchi they are going through, because it's so painful, like to even imagine that my mom is in the hospital, maybe my sister is in the hospital, and we cannot afford to raise anything for her, and so she just stick there with her child. Like, guys, I feel so much pain, because as for me, I had all the support system when I had my first daughter. I had all the support system. So I thought, like, provision part of it, like had all the provision, but I still went through postpartum depression. And I'm just imagining, for someone who is in the hospital, they even don't have that support system that I had. They don't even have that provision that I had. What's going through their mind? If I went through postpartum depression, even having like all the basics that I needed, like, if I was in a position whereby I was not even getting those basics, I think I could just, like, that was something that could just have taken my life, honestly. I don't know if I could have been stronger to do, like, to withstand the pain, the agony, and everything. And hey, oh my goodness, women are just so strong. Women are, and I just feel, I would just say, like, some women, because I don't know if I fall in that category, honestly, I don't know. Some women are just so, they're just so strong. Like some mothers outside there, they're just so strong, and they have gone through hell to just see their kids smile. They've just gone through hell to have even their kids. They have just gone through the worst to even have their babies. And guys, I don't want to make a lengthy video. And apparently I have already made a, a lengthy video. But guys, maybe you can just comment in the comment section and tell me, like, comment in the comment section and be honest as you can. Today, as I'm doing this video, I told you is on May 11th, 2025. As per today, do you feel like the social health insurance fund is an upgrade of any on the previous NHIF, or maybe a downgrade? And do you really feel, honestly, like just put your honest opinion, do you really feel like it's doing us, like the social health insurance fund is doing us any better compared to whatever we had? Because as for me, I'm gonna be honest with you, from the stories that I've heard, from everything that I've seen around, I just feel like these things just so fucked up. Maybe in future it will be something good, but as for now, it's just so fucked up, because we are just pulling, like, initially my NHIF was yenye ilikuwa inakatwa kwa mshahara ilikuwa kidogo. Right now is almost doubled. And hebu acha nimalizie hii video hapa kabla nifanye vitu zenye zitafanya ni abductiwe huko kwa barabara. So guys, thank you for watching until the end. Please continue subscribing, continue liking, continue commenting. And honestly, I don't want to say Happy International Mother's Day, but what I will just say is that salute, like, honestly, salute to all mothers outside there. Salute to all mothers outside there, because I have understood that mothers normally go through hell to just have that smiling baby, bouncing baby boys and bouncing baby girls and princess and princess. They just go through hells, and honestly, they salute to all mothers. They deserve, like, I don't know, they deserve the world. And guys, thank you for watching until the end. Please consider subscribing, and I don't want to make a lengthy video more than that, as usual. I love you. Bye.